Hey y'all, Daniel Aaron here, world authority on vibrant living, trainer of elite yoga teachers, and astrologer here for you with an astrology tip this week. And I'm excited about this one. I've been ranting on for months and years, literally, about the big stuff going on with Pluto and Uranus and the 60s version 2 and the big transformation. And you know plenty about that, whether you've heard it from me or you just see it in the world or in your life or in other people's lives around you. Um, and right now we're going a little bit more narrow focus, smaller scale with this week. We got a couple cool things. And let me give you the headline first. Actually, I'll put it this way. This is a new way of putting it for me. Imagine that you are Superman and you've been a little bit under the spell of kryptonite, and somehow that just got locked away and you're getting free of it. And I say that because, well, actually, let me say one more thing. Not only that, Lois Lane is about to pop up suddenly. Now, flip it around. You could be Lois Lane and you're like, where is that dude? What's been going on? There he is. Two astrological indicators around this. One, Mars and Saturn for the last week or so have been just antagonized with this opposition, which, you know, Mars being action, Superman, and Saturn being structure and doing things right and stability, have a little bit conflicted, resulting in a feeling for some of us of like, I can't, I want to do it. And they are just kind of switching gears now. Mars is going forward. This is sort of dumbed down science, but make it simple. Mars is going forward, Saturn's going back, and it's like they've been, and they're going like this. So energy is mobilizing, including sexual, powerful energy, and nicely lining up with the fact that Venus is just coming up to connect with the planet Uranus. And what that means is Uranus being the planet of liberation, revolution, sudden breakthroughs, getting out of ruts, and Venus being the planet of love, beauty, joy, sensuality. When they get together, things happen quick in the realm of shifts and breakthroughs and sudden sweet feelings or interactions. Everybody's going to be a little bit more spontaneously loving, or at least has that tendency. And not only that, when I told you about Mars and Saturn, Mars and Venus and Uranus are making a really nice sextile relationship. So the whole thing is looking like, especially toward the weekend, we will be having some breakthroughs and some fun and maybe some romance in your current one or a new one, or just some really feeling good harmony energy around. And one quick note before I wrap it up. When I talk about what's happening now, it's in technical terms, it's called transits. That's the main thing I'm looking at. And everybody knows about that from what a full moon is. That's just the sun and the moon opposite each other. We're heading toward another one in a week or so. And when I say, we're going to be feeling this, or this is how it is, how I mean that is this is the tendency, and what's going on in the sky and the planets, what they're doing is not any acting on us. It's not like we are victims and, oh, Venus is this way, and so now it's not that. What it is they are a picture, a map, a symbol for what is going on in the totality, in the whole. And that's the beauty of astrology, is we can look up there, or for many of us, it's more look at our charts or look at the device that shows what's going on. And from that, we can kind of deduce in a Sherlockian scientific way, what are the energies that are around, and what your experience of that is depends. I love the thing that Paramahansa Yogananda said, which, he had some very powerful astrological indications and interactions. He's the guy that wrote Autobiography of a Yogi, if you don't know that one, and started the Self-Realization Fellowship, one of my heroes. He said a great thing in Autobiography of a Yogi, which is, at the times when astrologers said it would be most difficult for me when I would have the most opposition, then it's true, it was difficult. And yet, my own human will, my power, could create whatever I wanted to create. So that's just to say that for you with astrology, you still have choice, you still have conscious action. Now, if we go out into the rain, well, there's a tendency to get wet. Doesn't mean we have to. We might wear an umbrella. We might stay home. This is a little bit like a weather report. So I hope that makes sense for you. I hope that's sufficient for now. If you got questions, let me know. And of course, how all of this applies to any one of us individually, you take all of that and apply it to how it lines up with our own personal birth chart, our own life story. That is 100 times more powerful and even more interesting. Because it's about us, it's about you, right? So, exciting times we have this week. Some action, some sweet feelings, maybe some romance, and thank you for being interested in being vibrantly alive and using astrology as a tool to help you. Once again, I'm Daniel Aaron, and I'll see you soon.